Have you ever felt like you are just working to pay your bills and your debt? Or maybe you've been telling yourself, if only I make so much more money, then I'd be able to pay off my debt. Well, good thing that you're watching this video because today I will show you easy steps on how you will be able to pay your debt faster, even if you live paycheck to paycheck. But before we go there, let us define debt. Debt is an amount of money you borrow from someone or an institution to perform an activity, and that activity can make you richer or poorer. Just like fire, you can use it to cook or to keep yourself warm, but the same fire can also damage properties and cause destruction. Now, let me be clear that in this video, I'm not talking about your 25-year mortgage loan on a rental property or business loan that you use to generate income. I'm talking about the other kind of debt, the one which only make your life miserable if not handled properly. Now, what are these? Unnecessary credit card debt, payday loans, personal loans, car loans, and even student loans. These are the debt that most people use for personal consumption and for pleasure. Here's the tricky part when it comes to debt. Sometimes we justify it because we say we're going to use it for business. But just because you use debt for business doesn't make it a good debt. You have to be careful not just to take out loans without proper planning. I've met people who got a loan to start a business and they purchased gears and equipments for the business, but they didn't have any solid plan on how they're going to generate income. So in this case, even if your purpose is to leverage debt and you want to have another income stream, it now turned into a bad debt because there's no proper planning. Another thing is the student loan that you borrow from the government. It can be good, it can be bad. If you take a course to improve your skill set so you can add value to the marketplace and you actually use that to make money, then that is good. But I've met people who took out student loans and after finishing the course or degree, they did not even use what they studied for and they get a job that is completely not related to their degree. Bottom line is, it's not just about the debt, it's how the person use it and how they leverage it properly. But at some point in our lives, we're going to make bad decisions when it comes to finances. Now, if you are already in that hole, it's a good thing that you're watching this video because that means that you are ready to take action and you want to get out of the situation that you're in right now. So let's get to it. The first step is you have to make a decision and commit to your goal. Have a conversation with yourself that you want to change the path that you're heading when it comes to your finances. If you have a partner or spouse, you have to work together against debt. And this is a serious journey and you need to work together and both of you need to get on board. If you do this alone without telling your partner, then that's not a solid plan. It has to be a family decision. Imagine you are committed in paying off your debt and you're doing necessary sacrifices, then your partner just keeps on spending on unnecessary stuff. How do you think it will turn out? It will create an argument and your plan is just going to collapse because there's no solid foundation. So plan with your partner, commit to it, and stay consistent. The second step is you have to know where you are. If you want to reach your goal, which in this case is being debt-free, you have to understand where you are. And here's how you should do it. Get all your latest statements. List down every debt that you owed, including the balance and the interest you're paying on that loan. You need to list the exact amount because you have to see it clearly. Don't just go estimating or worse, guessing. The third step is to negotiate with your creditors. Now that you have your list, call each creditor and ask them to lower your interest rates. Some creditors will agree and work with you, some won't, but there's really no harm in trying. It might also be worth it to look into debt consolidation to lower your interest rates. And here's how it works. Let's say you have 5 different types of debt with 5 different interest rates, and the total is $40,000. Instead of paying 5 different loans, you can consolidate that into one loan, which potentially can give you a lower interest rate, and that will save you a lot of money. If that doesn't work for you, then let's go to the next one. The fourth step is to determine the strategy to use in attacking your debt. There are 2 ways that you can do this. The first approach is to pay the one with the smallest balance first while making minimum payments on all the rest. This is known as the debt snowball. This method is psychological because once you see that you are scratching one debt off of your list, then it boosts your morale and it motivates you to stay in your journey because you see results right away. The next approach is to pay toward the debt with the highest interest first, which is known as the debt avalanche. This strategy may not give you instant results, but over the long run, you'll end up paying less money toward your debt because you cut down on interest rates. And it's a logical thing to do, but it's up to you which strategy you want to use. The fifth step is to determine your current budget for a month. Track down your income and expenses up to the last penny. You have to know how much money is coming in and how much money is coming out. For the expenses, make sure that you only write down the necessary expenses, the ones that you need to live. Cut it down to the bare minimum. You have to stick with your budget and be consistent because there will always be temptations to buy unnecessary stuff, even that $5 Starbucks cafe latte. You have to stop the consumer mindset. Assign every dollar of your income to the necessary expenses so there is nothing left for the unnecessary spending. It's not an easy thing to do, but it can be done. And the best way to do this is to be content and adapt minimalism. Contentment brings joy that possessions cannot. This can help you to develop delayed gratification as well. Always look forward to the results that you want to achieve, and that is being debt-free. Now, if you have done everything and you still can't make a dent in your debt, then here's step number 6, and that is to add another stream of income. You can get extra shifts or get a side hustle. When you increase your income, make sure that you keep your expenses the same or lower. The thing about people is that the more money they make, the more expenses they accumulate, and that's why they can't get ahead. When you make extra money, whether it is from a business or a part-time job, make sure that your objectives remain the same, and that is to pay off your debt. Also, do whatever you can so you don't sacrifice so much time for the more important things in life. Here's one tip that I can give you, and that is to be accountable to someone. Maybe you have a trusted friend who can help you, or you can find a coach that can work with you. If you're serious about this, then this is something that you can consider. Sometimes what people lack is discipline, and it's sad to say, but we may need someone to tell us the things that we need to hear, even if we don't want to hear it. Someone who will help us to get back on track if we are getting derailed. And also, it's best to surround yourself with people who will help you to accomplish this goal of being debt-free. And I know this can be tough and uncomfortable, but think about the benefits when you finally accomplish this goal. You will be able to break the bad cycle of working, getting paid, paying the bills, not having enough, and waiting for the next paycheck. And the same thing over and over and over. So start this journey, stay focused, and become debt-free. And that sums up everything for this video. Thank you guys for watching. Let me know in the comments below what other strategies that you use to pay off your debt faster. If you haven't done it already, feel free to subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell to get notified when I post videos like this. Until next time, take care.